Welcome to the Sauce and Gravy channel. This is Johnny Mac, and we're going to dive into a spicy barbecue sauce recipe, a Cherry Chipotle Barbecue Sauce. Buckle up, let's go! Snag a sauce pot and start off by dropping in half of a cup or 125 grams of ketchup. You can always substitute with tomato sauce if you prefer. Turn your burner to medium heat. Next, we'll add a little bit of earthy sweetness. We'll add some molasses. We're going to put in 1 tablespoon. And this homemade barbecue sauce recipe is perfect for the summertime. It just has summertime written all over it with the cherries, the chipotle, little bit of spice. It's absolutely phenomenal. To this, you'll pour in half of a cup or 125 milliliters of red wine vinegar. So that takes care of the base for this homemade barbecue sauce. Now it's time to incorporate some flavor. We'll start off with a little bit of garlic powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon. Drop in 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper and 1/4 of a teaspoon of paprika. Next, add another 1/4 of a teaspoon of allspice. And to continue on down that line, that trend of hot and spicy, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. If you like it really hot, add more. Lastly, 1½ teaspoons of chipotle chili powder. So we have a lot going on here with this barbecue sauce. We have the sweetness, we have the tanginess, we have the super hot spiciness. Now it's time to add a little bit of smokiness. Liquid smoke, hickory flavor, 1 teaspoon. We're still over medium heat, and now is the perfect time to give the sauce a mix to incorporate those flavors before you add the cherries. Once you add the cherries, it's a tad bit more difficult to combine. Alright, so we're ready to roll with those cherries. Now I'm putting in 1 cup or 150 grams. I'm using fresh cherries. I've made sure to pit them, got rid of the seeds. You can use frozen cherries if you'd like, just thaw them out before you put them into the sauce. So we have all of our ingredients in this homemade barbecue sauce recipe. Everything is in the sauce pot. It's time to bring it to a nice simmer. You don't really need to bring it to a boil. Bring it to a simmer. Once it starts to simmer, reduce the heat to low, and you're going to reduce this for 20 minutes. Or roughly by half. It's been 20 minutes, the sauce it's reduced down, concentrating that rich flavor. Some of the cherries have burst, infusing all of their goodness into the sauce. Now it's time for our final step for this homemade barbecue sauce recipe. It's time to make this sauce nice and silky smooth, so time to break out a blender. But before we blend, taste the sauce and add a little bit of salt to taste. To really make a super smooth sauce, I like to use the smoothie maker, especially because this has cherries, so big chunks in it. So I really like to use the smoothie maker, but to do that, you have to let the sauce cool down completely. So I've let this cool down for 20 to 30 minutes. The sauce is completely cool. But you can use any sort of blender that you like. You can use an immersion blender, you can use a regular blender, but you can make it smooth any way that you like. It's a perfect homemade barbecue sauce for basting whenever you're cooking on the grill or oven baking. You can throw it on chicken, you can throw it on pork, put it on flank steak, throw it on some vegetables, pop them onto that grill. It's absolutely perfect. It's super spicy and tasty. Once the barbecue sauce has been blended, you can hit the grill and start basting away or grab a glass container and save it for later. So that's it. That's all there is to it. That's how you make a Cherry Chipotle Barbecue Sauce. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this recipe helpful, be sure to hit that like button. Do you like sauces and gravies? Well, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and hit the all notifications bell to stay tuned to the latest and greatest sauce making tips and techniques. Thanks again for watching. Remember, it's just you, me, and the sauces. Keep whisking, y'all.